My name is Hugo Burge. I'm CEO of Cheapflights Media, which is the parent company for Cheapflights and Le Monde. I think there are quite a few trends. One which I've talked about already is the trend for internationalization. I think that what we're seeing is a number of companies being successful on an international basis and either driving consolidation or growing across multiple markets. So I think increasingly travel companies need to think about being international and need to go into other markets. Even if you're focused on a very small vertical or you're a specialist agent, I still think there's a role for you, in fact, perhaps even more business case to go into other markets and multiple markets. And we see people organizing their marketing on a global basis and wanting one touch point. I think people are thinking internationally, the business is growing internationally, people are seeing the opportunities internationally. So I think that's reflected in our business. And yeah, I think it's very exciting for everyone. I think where we're seeing an enormous amount of growth is on mobiles, on tablets, on multiple devices. And I think that companies who are doing well and are growing are embracing this change and are trying to lead and pioneer products that are relevant to consumers on the mobile. But certainly, we're seeing very rapid growth in mobile and tablet use. But really, I feel very, very strongly that it's not a huge opportunity. And we're trying to capture that by offering a great mobile product on Cheapflights, for example, where we work only with travel industry partners who are smartphone optimized, because we believe that's best for the travel industry partner. We're not handing over traffic that is not relevant to their platforms, but it's also better for consumers, so it creates a good ecosystem. And I have to say it's been frustrating because I don't think the industry generally is ready for mobile. I think we've been laggards. I think there are a few companies who are doing well, and I don't think we've done enough, but we have found that some partners are doing very well and are hungry for it. We just wish more were ready and would like to encourage others to get ready for mobile. I think social media is extremely important. It's a fantastic opportunity for you to engage with consumers and express your brand values and really interact with the consumer in a way that hasn't been possible before. So we really started taking it seriously, I think, last year and have grown a lot on Facebook with our engagement from sort of a few thousand to over 100,000 engaged users. I love watching the interaction between people on Twitter. We've seen similar growth from sort of, I think, a couple of thousand to 35,000 engaged users. But it's not the numbers that matter, it's those specific engagements and opportunity to exchange views with the brand. And I love reading those. If you'd have asked me 5 years ago, I think we'd have said we're a media business, and really we saw our roots as coming from classified advertising and we saw technology as a driver. I think today we see technology as absolutely part of our DNA, and we believe that to be a winner and to be the best company we can be and to offer the best service for consumers and for the travel industry alike, we need to be a technology company, and we've been evolving ourselves to do that. And this year we'll invest more in technology than we've ever invested before. We'll have a bigger technology team we've ever had before, and we've got a new and fresh team in that area too. So I really believe in technology and making a better product and a better service for the travel industry, absolutely. And I think it's moving incredibly fast. Another area of change, I think, is maybe an obvious one is social media. We've seen the rise of user-generated content, which fundamentally changes the way that consumers make decisions about where they go or where they stay or what they do. And that's extremely powerful. This is a more transparent marketplace for consumers. It's a great thing. I think that the travel industry recognizes that now. Reviews are absolutely front and center of everybody who's selling or offering hotel product. But I think it's going beyond that now with people's interaction with social media and Facebook. And again, I don't think this is not a revolutionary comment. Maybe it's a very obvious comment to make, but I think we're certainly finding that we're interacting with consumers more than we ever have through social media, and they're enjoying that conversation, and they're enjoying the fact that it's an opportunity to share our passion for travel with consumers and exchange ideas on where to go and exchange ideas on what's fun and what's happening. So I think it's great because I think it makes it very transparent, our feelings for travel and our enjoyment of travel, and being able to share that more directly with consumers than we ever have in the past. I think you can get bogged down with numbers because there may be companies, I've seen companies with millions of users who they've bought. Really, this isn't about numbers, this isn't about machismo, this isn't about who's the biggest. This is about who's interacting on a one-to-one basis and really engaging users. I think we have on Facebook now over 100,000 very engaged users, and I go on there myself, I read it. It's great fun seeing people's interaction and seeing that passion for travel and seeing people engage on photos or ideas or small polls, and it's great to see. So I think we're at a very early stage in our journey of understanding and really holding social media, but we are dabbling, we're learning, we've got a great team, and I like to participate myself. It's fun. I think it's worth pointing out that we only really started our engagement on social media like Facebook in a serious way last year, and we've gone from a couple of thousand, a handful of thousand consumers interacting to over 100,000, and we've seen our Twitter account go from sort of 1,000 with sort of not much interaction to I think over 35,000 now.